The most obvious and perhaps the most impressive thing about The Witcher is that its world feels alive even today. People of Temeria actually live their lives. They go to work at dawn and go to sleep at night. In between, they often hang out in different places, doing various things and chatting with one another. There are also tiny but lovely details such as passers-by looking over at Geralt and making comments, which really brings a lot of authenticity to the in-game world. After all, he's a mutant with a pale, scarred face, white hair and cat's eyes. In desperate, dangerous times like those in-game, being different often means being an outcast. Or dead. My absolutely favorite thing though is that characters hanging out in the streets hide beneath roofs and complain when it rains. I know it's silly and not really jaw-dropping stuff, and it does look pretty clumsy today, but remember that The Witcher is based on heavily modified Aurora engine, which originally powered Neverwinter Nights. Ironically, BioWare never figured out making NPCs anything but props that stand idly by. In my opinion, CD Projekt Red has always been one step ahead of anything BioWare made in any engine, including their own. And you know what's funny? CD Projekt actually implemented breasts physics in Aurora engine. They had about $5 million to make this game, and they chose to spend money on this. I can almost imagine the designers saying something like, "Boss, we need money for a physics engine." Okay, what are you guys implementing? Realistic ragdoll effects, destructible environment, stuff like that? Yeah. Well, Geralt can't jump or climb. Most Temerians seem to have the same parents, and some elves look like skinheads, but hey, at least the boobs bounce every now and then. Anyway, the only thing that feels slightly off is that there aren't that many people out in the streets of Vizima. I suppose it could have been due to performance issues, but also probably the fact that The Witcher has very few character models. Big crowds would make the city seem like a cloning facility, and it is obvious that most characters are identical as it is. Nevertheless, Vizima is easily one of the best cities I've seen in games. Its design and atmosphere feel really authentic. Ordinary people work their asses off morning to dawn. Courtiers party and scheme, criminals do shady business, all despite numerous struggles like the plague and the martial law. It's exactly what you would expect of a real-life city, and this is what makes Vizima so great, especially by 2007 standards. This brings me to another point. While most characters are kinda ugly and bland in my opinion, the level design is great. There are several very distinct areas in The Witcher whose atmosphere is palpably different. For instance, Kaer Morhen, the Witcher fortress, or what's left of it, clearly shows that Witcher's days are numbered in this world. You can almost imagine the now empty, cold halls teeming with trainees in times past. Similarly, the outskirts of Vizima have a ghost town vibe. The area feels very realistic, especially the subtle signs of the plague that struck the village. The houses are empty for a very good reason. This is most likely an allusion to the Black Death, a pandemic that by some estimates killed as much as half of Europe's population back in the 14th century. Interestingly, Catriona, the in-game plague, is most likely the Black Death brought from our world by one very important character of the novels. Overall, I think the design team of The Witcher did a fantastic job of capturing the spirit of every location. Each place feels unique and different depending on the time or weather even. The top-notch level design and the masterful soundtrack create a very potent combination. I can almost feel the temperature and smell the scents, though they aren't usually pleasant. Despite obvious signs of outdated technology, The Witcher has its moments even today, especially with a few minor mods installed. Every now and then, I took the time to stop for a while and just enjoy the scene. Maybe it was just nostalgia, but take a look for yourself and let me know what you think down in the comments.